A bullet witch comes off as kind of a silly concept. Why the shooting of her gun, witchy bullets this way come? Fortunately, concepts like this work better in a video game than they might in literature. When a hot chick in a sexy outfit shoots things, a lot of gamers are at least willing to give it a try. Bullet Witch attempts to cast a spell on action gamers, but is it an enchantment or a pox? Welcome to another video game apocalypse. Citizens of the world wander the streets like stray animals, reduced to mere moving targets for a merciless gun-toting demon army. But there is hope. Survivors speak of a woman with strange powers who can call down a murder of crows from the sky, or spray the demon hordes with lead from a gratuitously large gun. She dresses in black. She has green hair. Her gun resembles a broom or guitar or something. She is the Bullet Witch. This witch does not have the ability to fly away, but this story is so flimsy that it's a wonder it doesn't. So this game has a unique protagonist, but what else has it got cooking under its cauldron? You've got several different gun modes for your broom gun that let you pour on rapid fire, shoot shotgun blasts, or fire powerful distance shots. You've got a nice variety of hexes to whip out as well. Again, crows are your friends, but you can also spear enemies and set them on fire, send cars and trees flying with the flick of a wrist, or conjure up weather phenomena. The forecast calls for lightning, tornadoes, and scattered city-destroying meteor showers. You get to choose which spells and gun types to acquire and upgrade, and if you start a new game, your goodies will carry over. You can concentrate on powering up a few favorites or dip your broom into a bit of everything. Bullet Witch has some old-fashioned level design that's more practical than magic. The main obstacles to your progress are magical barriers, which you remove by killing enemies, allowing you to access new areas with new enemies and, of course, even more barriers. Thanks to the magic of physics, death can come somewhat unpredictably. With cars flying around, huge explosions, and giant enemies falling over like trees, random instant deaths tend to visit you from time to time. Levels are long and divided into checkpoints, where you can pick up in case of death. Not that they matter all that much, the game only takes a handful of hours to complete, and there's no multiplayer options whatsoever. If the skin is bright pink and it bleeds red, kill it. The game throws a variety of demonic soldiers at you, with a few interesting variations and a couple of gigantic bosses. They're not too bright, but they soak up bullets pretty well. The same goes for the guys on your side. You strike a balance between spellcasting and machine gunning, going a little heavier on the bullets since you have to off grunts to replenish your magic meter. Precise aiming is needed since there's no lock-on function or aim assist, which makes the game feel similar to an old-school PC action game you'd want to play with a mouse. Other than difficulty hitting close targets due to the third-person perspective and the long barrel of your gun rod, the action feels pretty tight, and your acrobatic dodge moves are graceful and functional. The game is definitely playable, but after you've busted a few dozen bad guys and blown through several barriers, the game becomes an endurance test. You encounter the same enemies in the same situations repeatedly, and the more gratifying destructive spells only appear towards the end of the game. Despite its short length, prepare to spend some time wandering around. You're rarely given clear objectives or directions, and the bombed-out cities and foggy forests you wander through are pretty large. You'd think that a witch would have a flying broom hanging around somewhere. Unluckily for you, time factors into your end-of-stage ranking, so if you get lost for too long, you may miss out on valuable upgrade points. Bullet Witch has a certain charm, but it has several warts too, and they're in pretty noticeable places. Wielding the game's powerful spells can be a lot of fun, but the repetitive shooting and tedious trekking from barrier to barrier makes you feel like you're paying penance for someone else's crimes. If you're in the mood for mindless action, you'll get some enjoyment out of the game, but loving this witch isn't easy.